Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my review on the new Storm PHAZE 5. Really excited for this ball. I was really excited for the PHAZE 4, and it didn't match up for me quite as good as I thought it was going to. And from everything I've seen from the 5 so far when I've used it, it's just a little bit cleaner, a little bit rounder, and it seems to be matching up better for me. It's what I really wanted the 4 to be. I don't know if it's a little bit difference in layout, a little bit difference in color. Maybe it's a placebo effect, who knows, but let's see what it does out here and see if it's going to be as good as the PHAZE 2. Wow. Definitely doesn't quit when it goes. Layout on this ball for me is 5 by 5 by 2, so fairly clean, really accentuating the down lane motion for me. And that's what I want this ball to be. I want it to be a ball I can go to after the PHAZE 2, really open a lane up, and really have the ball recovered down lane, but still have that same traditional PHAZE motion where that everybody's really grown to really like. So I'm gonna go 2 left off that last shot, try and get it to the friction again, and see if we can strike. That's closer, I think. That was pretty good. Never quit down lane, and that's what I really like to see. It's a big core in this ball, so if it gets around the corner and doesn't quit like that, that's a good sign. Don't want to start flat 10ing. Shinier balls sometimes do that for me on the fresh house shots. Bowling on a 40-foot house shot here at Super Bowl Lanes in Windsor. Want to make sure we give them a shout out for letting us always film here and always helping all the bowlers in this area with everything they can. Fantastic proprietors, and if you guys are ever in the Windsor area, make sure you come check them out. In a little, but it's still got the 10 out. That's what I really like to see. That means I'm in the right part of the lane. Got a little miss left, a little miss right, and the ball's still getting through the pins in the right way. Also, if you guys like the jerseys, don't forget to check out I Am Bowling. Use promo code DHBOWL at checkout for 20% off. You can also head to boofabowling.com and use promo code DHBowling for 10% off your order. They've both been great supporters of the channel, so we want to send them as much love as we can. That's mean, but still a good shot overall. Pins don't fall every time, but I think that just shows me that I got to get around the ball a little bit more. So you just continue a little bit more down lane. That just flattened out a touch before the pins. Never went through it exactly the right way. So let's try that. We're going to get a little bit, we're going to go 2 and 1 left off that shot. Slow it down just a hair, and I think that's going to be the adjustment. Just give the ball a little bit more time to read the lane. That's a terrible shot. Never going to strike when you throw that back. So let's try one more there. I'm going to compare the ball to the Zen today. Another big, strong pearl ball, symmetric core. Just to see how much different they really are, how much stronger the cover on the Zen is. I expect it to be stronger, but I've never thrown them head to head, so we'll see. Okay, let's make a little bit better shot than that last one. That's one struggle. When I start to slow down too much, I tend to start missing left, so let's not do that. That's better. Really good shot. That continued through the pins. If I was going to throw that again, it's 2 and 1 left. I think the 9 pin goes away. But when the PHAZE 5 comes back here, we'll take our JoPo interchangeable thumb out. If you guys haven't checked out JoPo, make sure you log on to jopobowling.com. Link will be up here somewhere, wherever Kurt puts it. But in my opinion, guys, not trying to be biased, it's the best interchangeable on the market. They've believed in me, and I really believe in their product as well. So let's go to the Zen here. Gonna play the same part of the lane as the PHAZE 5, just see what the differences are. So I think overall that was pretty close. That ball just started a little bit sooner and got into a roll a hair sooner. So I think overall that's going to be the major difference, is the cover on the PHAZE 5 is just a little bit cleaner than the cover on the Zen. Both balls are similar in numbers. Both have big symmetric cores. The Zen, I think, is just that little bit rollier core, so it's going to get into that roll just a bit sooner. I know the Zen takes well to surface adjustments. I've had it up and down in surfaces multiple times. So I haven't done that with the PHAZE 5 yet, so we'll have to see how that ball responds to surface changes. Nine-pin city today. So again, a really good shot. Gets into a really strong roll. I mean, the Zen's a proven ball. It's like a PHAZE 2. Everybody kind of knows what the Zen does. So it's a great ball to compare a new ball to see what the differences really are going to be. With the new bowling balls on house shots, it's often really, really subtle, the differences. So sometimes it doesn't come across on video as much as it feels like it is in person. So I'm going to go 2 left off that 9-pin with the Zen. Got it right. Still recovered. Thought I was going to miss the head pin there, but just goes to show how much friction there is on a house shot and how much margin for error we can create. Go back to the PHAZE 5. I want to see what it does playing a little bit straighter, and then we'll move left with it, move around on the lane a little bit. See what kind of versatility this ball shows. Now, I have thrown it in a couple tournaments, and I've used it later in blocks when I've had to get really far left, and it's been really good, but I haven't thrown it going too straight yet, so let's try, we'll try and go somewhere around second arrow to 5 and see what it does. Missed a little left. If I had got that to 5, probably would have been pretty good. But it didn't quit down lane. It didn't stand up and stop. It still got around the corner, it looked like, so we'll try that again and see. If I can throw a ball and it doesn't quit when I'm going straighter, doesn't flat 10 a lot, that's a good sign that the ball's getting into a roll in the right part of the lane. Okay, try and just get this to the right a little bit more. Still rolling right up the back of the ball, not trying to hit it too hard. Close. Really like that shot. And again, really like that that got the 10 out. If that flat 10's from there, that tells me that the core's just using up too much energy too early, or the cover's burning up. Where this seems to match pretty good from there. And I mean, that's on a house shot, so there's a lot of friction to the right. This ball is going to be really good on a typical house pattern. I've used it quite a bit in transition games and later in blocks, like I said. But I think a lot of people are going to like it on house shots just no matter what. Okay, I'm going to about 5 left off that last shot and try and tilt it just a little bit more. Really like that shot. Really like how that's going through the pins. Not to sound cliche, but really continued through the pin deck well. It's not deflecting is all I'm trying to say. And realistically, if you're throwing the ball right and you're in the right part of the lane, the ball's going to deflect. So if it's deflecting, let's try not to look at the bowling ball. Let's try to look at what we could do differently, or what ball we could throw that could get it through the pins better. Not necessarily just say, oh, that ball doesn't go through the pins good. So again, just 5 more left. I'm going to try and get the side of it a little bit more as we move across the lane. Ring 10, still close, but that's the one where that feels like I'm in a zone where I got to be right of it or left of it. If I'm in that zone, and for me, especially on house patterns, the track right in third area, I have to be left or right of that. Because when I'm on top of that, I got to just back my hand out enough that I get speed dominant, and that's the kind of hits I get. I get a lot of 10 pins, a lot of blower 7 pins. I'd rather circle it and get left if I have to get through the pins. So let's go 5 more, back to about where we started with the phase 5 and see where we're at now that we've got a few shots. And that one just never saw it. As soon as that ball started to see friction, it just stood up and quit. That's one thing I did find with this ball right off the bat. When I get it into the volume like that, it doesn't seem to want to make the corner, and when I get into the oil, it just gets a little lazy. I did hit it with 3000 right out of the gate, just to get that polish off of it a little bit for me, because with my ball speed, I still got to have the ball see it and get into a roll. So to combat that, I'm just going to go 2 left and just try and get it to the right, to the friction a little sooner. Still a little bit lazy down lane. I'm going to grab a 3000 pad, hit it with that, and show you guys the difference what I see in it. So I've hit it with the 3000 pad, and I think that this is just a cover and core combination. I'm going to have to keep it that 3000 surface for me, just so it gets into a little bit of a roll sooner. It's a great tip, and I know a lot of people have said it. Don't be afraid to change the surface on stuff. You can always put it back. You got to find what matches for your game. And for me, shiny doesn't seem to work a lot, so. Way better ball motion. Let's go 2 more left, that 9-pin out. Sorry for the pause, folks. The memory card got full on the camera back here, so just had to make sure we had enough room to finish up this video. So I'm gonna go 2 left off that 9-pin. But like I said, that ball got into a roll in the spot that I wanted to see it get into a roll. That's the ball motion I want to see. Missed a little bit right, got through it, and just rolled off of it. It didn't go sideways off of it, but it had that traction to get into that roll in the right part of the lane. Like I say, I think this is a ball I'm just going to have to make sure that when I get lane shine on it, just keep that 3000 pad with me, knock it off, and you can see the difference. Doesn't take much to make a big difference on the lane. Let's throw one more good shot here. We'll wrap it up. Pretty good. Guys, head out to your local VIP Pro Shop. Check out the Phase 5. If you like the Phase 2, I think this is going to be a ball that you can build on that. Really good ball to get down the lane a little cleaner, but still have that controllable motion down lane. And it just builds on that legacy. So make sure you check out yours. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications.